we will now talk about how media influences the opinions of the youth in general. So, if you could just start off with discussing how opinions are influenced in the media.
I think social media is a platform that catches you at a very personal space. You know, TV viewing, listening to radio, this is different. So the fact that I'm carrying my phone with me right now while speaking, because it's an extension of me. So that's why social media catches a person at a very intimate space, and that's why it's most likely to influence your opinions, because you're at the most comfortable space in your mind. So you're very likely to get influenced by what you read, by what you see, and you're most likely to become the person that someone wants you to be. And I think that's why social media influences you.
Yeah, adding on to what she said, or I'm just going to elaborate what on she said, that now because I don't have to look at the news, I don't have to switch on my TV when I go back home. I have my phone with me all the time. And even if I don't have Facebook, even if I don't have Twitter, I have NDTV, I have Times Now, and I can just look on what's happening. Am I looking at the right news? Am I not? And it's very easy to portray what you really feel out to the people than it would be for me to do it in person with somebody. Yeah. So it's a lot more accessible, it's a lot more handy, it's very convenient that we can put out what we really feel on the platform. But at the same time, we need to be very vigilant about what we're doing. And being a part of a media background, coming from Whistling Woods, I think this is the first thing that we're all taught, that you need to have an opinion, you need to have a voice, but be extremely careful and aware of what you're talking, because it's very important. You can influence anybody, and now we have kids who are joining Facebook at 11, 10. I have sisters and cousins who are on Facebook, and they know everything that's happening. So we should make sure that there's no false news given to them, and everybody's on the right track and on the same page.
Yeah, most importantly, we should talk about the influence that we have. So it might be the thing that actions are happening over the social media, but we cannot deny that impact are there in their personal lives. Something happens on the social media, something happens with your profile, it deeply affects you. You know, one day someone gets your password, hacks your profile. You know, it's a big thing for you. So yeah, social media have an impact in your life, and you know, it have an impact to the people, to your loved ones, to people who are connected. You know, it happens with everyone. So yeah.
Yeah, also the rate at which social media drives change is massive. You know, with the advent of social media, everyone is becoming the owner of the medium, the particular medium. You feel like you're the owner. You post what you wish to. Unlike the traditional mediums where you would just sit in front of a television set and listen to those reliable source of news that you're getting from the television. So also with the advent of these multiple portals of social media, these things are changing.
I guess since I'm an acting student here, I guess from the very beginning, since I was very young, I knew, watching it on the TV or in social media, I knew the image that the actors had, and I always wanted to pursue that. So I guess the biggest influence that I have had in my life of social media has been that I've chosen a profession based on something that I saw on social media and the kind of life that they have. So yes, this media has a lot of influence, and all we need is just some viewers' discretion, that we should know what we're reading and we should be aware of whether it's right or wrong, and then form an opinion about it, rather than just following the mob and just creating rubbish.
I think coming to the biggest aspect of social media nowadays to the youth is the trolling that happens every now and then, be it celebrities or be it commoners also. Every day someone is trolling someone because they just don't accept that what they're saying is right, or they can't just accept that there are two sides of the same coin. So these trolls actually affect so much in a personal life that people actually go into depression. They don't come out and open, and when something happens on social media, when you meet those people in front, you stop talking to them. So it's actually affecting their regular lives at a very fast pace. It shouldn't affect, which shouldn't have a problem, but now it is a big problem.
And they're so scared to talk about what they really feel, that they said that if I talk about this, oh my god, I'm going to be trolled again, or maybe people won't accept my point of view, or I won't be accepted in society. So it's like such a heavy toll on them to be trolled even once.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, moving on from that, an anthropological study says that today's generation, because of the impact social media has on our life, depression and other mental disorders are a lot more common than they were 20 years ago. And moving on from the fact about media is, now that you study media over here, we realize that how much of media is paid actually. You know, how much of the news is planted, what an effect it has on a lot of people. People blindly believe, how is Kylie Jenner's lip kit more important than an African child dying?
But yeah, that is what we were talking about. I mean, media influences you in a way where you don't even know what is true and what is false. You're just following whatever is written and you're just giving a thumbs up. Because see, all the actors who are there, or be it anybody who is there as a lead or whatever, they will not be listening to you as they're busy in their own lives. But since you have this platform and it is so easily accessible and you want to be noticed out in the crowd, people write whatever comes into their mind so that they can come into notice. They also know it's false, but they just write it so that they get the limelight, they get the attention, and that becomes headlines nowadays. So yeah, many people who are lacking that attention in their lives, they're actually going up online and just writing whatever. Because normally the actors won't, or the other people won't have noticed, but now they're noticing because this media has become so huge.
I fully agree with what she said, because compared to news in India, there are a lot of news that the youth is exposed to. We don't know the credibility of the news. But when it comes to switching on to a news on our cell phones, especially Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, we can respond to that. We can have a feedback. There are other options to be, as a group, collaboratively, as a youth in the entire nation. We respond to what's happening. In news, it appears on TV and there is no response, there's no feedback. We are just being told what is happening, what's happening. There's no opinion that goes back and forth.
Yeah, talking about the positive side of having an opinion on social media is that it's the only medium where you can reach millions at one go.
Exactly, yeah.
Also, yeah, so the reach is there. Also the ease, because you can't put out your opinion the way it is on television or on radio or any public platforms.
There is nobody listening.
But you have an opinion, put it on social media. Who's going to censor it? Who's going to tell you to? Of course, there are obscene things and there are anti-national things and there are regulatory actions that are taken. But if you have a general opinion, if you want to say something is wrong, if you want to call out something that's not unfair, you can do it on social media and not on any other platform. So that's a very good pro, I would say.
So also coming back to the topic that opinions and their influence on people, now no one has a straight mind. They're reading 10 different things from 10 different people and then making their own opinion. And also these opinions, they directly go that they need virtual friends, they need Facebook friends. So they will write something so that they will attract a few people and then they will become their virtual friends. So importance of having Facebook friends or virtual friends is now much more than a daily life, and when you meet two people on your daily life. So it's more important that you are being good and being at a level on social media, or being at a good you have a good image on social media now. So that image creating on Facebook or in digital space, it's much more important. And so it depends on what you write, you will create your image, and it's going to be there with you for a long time, because you're being pro-national or you're being anti-national. So all those opinions are actually influencing your daily life, connecting to these social media.
I think with social media, there comes a sense of anonymity, where you get to be anybody who you want to be. You can portray anybody, like any Tom, Dick and Harry in the world, and nobody will know. So I think it's a pro and a con. Pro in the sense that you get to voice your opinions without being jailed for it or without being penalized for it. And the con is it invites a lot of cyber predators, which leads to the common people or people who are prone to being cyberbullied. Like we've talked about it, they plunge into depression and all sorts of mental disorders. So the lack of the only thing that the youth should keep in mind is monitoring the kind of interaction you're getting into, the kind of people you're talking to, and being aware as to what's happening around you and regulating and filtering your own speech. Not exactly holding yourself back, but understanding what's the importance of what's coming out of your mouth and what's the consequences of it.
Yeah, adding to what she said, nowadays, I think even our generation, we have very low tolerance level. And we take offense to everything and anything. So, kuch bhi bolo, I will take an offense to it. Whether you're actually taking an offense to it or not, that's a different thing. Exactly, but everybody has to. It's become important for everybody to have an opinion, but your opinion should be based on some level that कि कोई जो भी बोल रहा है ढंग का बोल रहा है. It makes sense. You just base an opinion because you want to be voiced out, because you want to be put forth over there. But now, when I'm saying this, I know I'm going to have 5 people who are going to take offense to what I'm saying.
And so, exactly, yeah. And plus, when it comes to peer pressure, I'd like to point out that if I see, I'm not saying just me or anybody who's just logging in on Facebook and they say that there are so many people writing about one certain topic and I don't even have any knowledge of that topic, but I have that fear of missing it out, that you know what my friends will think, that maybe I'm not that aware of what is happening. So just, I don't even know what the topic is, but I will support them just to fit into the group. Like many of my friends, all like we're talking about trolls. So if I've not seen a movie and all my friends are trolling and they're sharing this troll about some XYZ movie or some XYZ actor, I've not even seen it, but just to fit into that group, and that troll has made that influence in my mind that okay, something funny happened, now I should go and watch this movie as to how funny it was so that I can also comment on it. So yes, trolls, be it positive or negative, are definitely helping in the publicity of the movie or whatever is happening.
Well, it sure gets you attention because
Definitely.
negative publicity
That's the
is
point.
publicity.
Nothing like
So
negative publicity.
yeah,
There is
so
nothing
the
like
fact
that.
that we all behave like sheep on internet, you know, we keep sharing stuff just because we have to. So that's why most people are earning money and we don't realize that. So I think we need to be a little responsible on what we share and what we basically send out to the world, because that's also we have to believe in the certain things that are supposed to be believed in by other people. So we need to be really responsible social media users, and because when you share good stuff, that's what will be going around. So I think responsibility comes with a lot of power, and we need to realize that.
And talking about one more thing I would like to add when I'm talking about trolling is that anything that I positively post is what gets trolled the maximum. Something negative, it will attract attention. It'll be shared. I will get 5 notifications. So and so shared your post. But something positive, it always has less likes, less shares, less comments, and there will be somebody who will have a negative take to that and say, "Nay, I don't think we support this." Whether you support it or not, that's a different thing. But I just want to be a part of this discussion, so I will say whatever the hell I want to say.